Hello, friends. Hello, hello. It's Hemalayaa. Hello. Oh my goodness. Happy Thriving Thursday. So on Thursdays, I go live and open up the channel and see what happens. And today, whoo-wee, it's Mercury retrograde. So I'm not an astrologer or anything like that, but I will say that tends to get a little chunky. Also, everybody I talk to right now is saying, wow, I'm really getting hit right now. I'm really being processing some stuff. Seems to be a time. So for us healers, teachers, transformational facilitators, those of us who are called, who are spirit guides and channelers and empaths, healers, light workers, all of whatever you might call yourself or feel aligned to. Whoo! Yeah. It's a time. And now this is the thing about being in as somebody who dedicates their life to offering, to being of service. We tend to also need some time to process our own stuff as well. So sometimes it's simultaneous, because if we're caretakers of others and really leaders and guides for others, it's a balancing game, because we usually have clients and students and people that rely on us guiding them and supporting them and coaching them and all of the things. So I was feeling today that I would love to offer some card pulls out of our Embody Oracle card deck. This is our beautiful deck that my dear beloved soul sister and I, Alexis Cohen, and myself, Hemalayaa, those of you who I haven't fully met yet, we created this beautiful deck with images of the divine feminine to connect with your embodiment, embodying your divine truth. So all these messages and themes and topics are all supporting your greater alignment, your greater nourishment, there's 4 pillars in this particular deck. And those of you who are interested in getting a card pulled, you can put your name in the comments right now and say, yes, I want a card. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to start pulling some cards. What was I saying? Just lost my train of thought. Cards, divine feminine. I'm going to choose a card for you. Anyway, hold on. It'll come back. There was something I was saying. You can remind me in the chat if you are present with me here in this moment. Come on. It's blank. Okay. I'm meant to be in this present moment at this moment. So I'm going to be here with you right now. I remembered. Okay. Just going back to the cards. Okay. The whole deck and the booklet, the way that it's broken down is 4 pillars of embodiment. 4 pillars to support your path of embodying your true purpose, embodying your power. In fact, one of the pillars is power. So the first pillar, though, is value and worth. If we, as supporters of others, if we're not valuing our time, our energy, our beingness, this is where money comes in, abundance, prosperity, then we are being drained. And also part of the value and worth is your own self-care, self-love, the amount of nourishment you give yourself. So that's our first pillar, is value and worth. The second foundational pillar is pleasure. We are meant to be in pleasure, in play, as we create, as we serve, as we be here on this planet, as we be here in service of humanity. Our third pillar is spiritual integrity. Each one of us has a spiritual connection, has a path, has a way to connect in. And I will say all of these ways in this, every single 44 card message deck in this deck are all of many of the ways that I connect back into my spiritual self. And why it's spiritual integrity is because if we're out of spiritual connection, how can we possibly have an open channel to serve others? Then we would be most likely coming from our head. And my experience is when we're really strong in our spiritual connected self, then the channel is just open. It's flowing, it's free, it's able to give to the world. And so my belief is that when we are empowered in our sacred spiritual gifts that we all have naturally, and we're really empowered in that, then we can absolutely lead others to transformation and ourselves. I always like to include myself. For many years, I didn't include myself. That's a whole other story. I will talk about that at some time. And then our last pillar is power. So the 44 cards are broken down into 4 pillars: power, self-empowerment, and the empowerment of others. Because when you're called to lead, to offer, to support the evolution, higher consciousness on the planet, then you get to be tapped into your sacred power. Okay, that all said, let me just see what's happening. Thanks for being here live, friends. We have Alana in the house, and Atma, and Anya. Beautiful. There's more of you. That's all of the comments that I can see. So I look forward to. All right, I'm going to connect in here, and we are going to pick a card first for Alana. Oh no, sorry. Okay, yes, Alana. Okay, Alana, I'm going to pick a card for you. Knocking on the cards, clearing the deck. This is one of the things that we teach at the beginning of the book. It describes how to clear the energy. So I'm clearing the energy of all the past that these cards have been held by. Take a deep breath in with me, Alana and everyone else. Deep breath in, breathing into the consciousness. This is a message, yes, that Alana has called forward, but it is most likely for many of us. Free yourself. Free yourself. Look at her with her beautiful wings. Free yourself. So I'm going to read some from the actual booklet, and I'm also going to, it's number 32, which is in our power, pillar. Oh, that's incorrect. Actually, it's in our spiritual integrity pillar. So 32. Free yourself. You are the one. This is what this says. Freedom seeker, the illusion may have a hold on you. You may be caught up in the material existence, and your spiritual reality awaits you. The cars, money, jewelry, material gains are not what is really calling you. This is not your driving force. You may want it, but it's not your driving force. So those of you who are healers, you can really connect to this. And maybe Alana, you can connect to this. You're called by something else, not these material things, even though you might want them. And it's okay to want them. We actually, I encourage you to want, to desire. Okay. This is not your driving force. You have a purpose here to impact humanity with your presence, not your material goods. It's time to see this mentality as it does not serve you, nor the big vision of what you are meant to do here. Your journey has led you through many diverse experiences. You may have discovered that the way you were raised has very little in common with the joyful and inspirational way you choose to live your life now, right? Most of us. Most of us did not grow up in a way that we, probably would have. Anyway, another story for another life, another time. What an empowering realization that as sovereign beings, we get to let go of anything that we've been trained or inculturated to believe. This no longer serves us. We can create our own recipe with the ingredients we choose to put in this delicious soup of our liberated and self expressed lives. So every message also has a embody invitation for you. It's an invitation to take the message in deeper for yourself and your life. And so one of the things this says, and I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I will tell you. Oh, Alana, thank you. This one is getting your sacrum activated. Your sacrum in the yogis, the yogis really believe that our sacrum is the holder of a lot of our power. So our sacrum is here. So let's just take our soft fists like this, a little drum playing, and play your sacrum right now. You can take it up a little bit and play your sacrum. Okay, beautiful. All right, who's next? Aw, thanks, Jahan. Totally appreciate it. Yeah, some of you have already gotten the deck, the Embody Oracle card deck. I love that. All right. Anya, are you still here? Let's pick a card for you, dear. Okay. Knocking on this deck and clearing the space here. Anya. Shuffling. You have the card return. Return. Return is number 7. It's in the first pillar of value and worth. It's number 7. Return. Stay awake. Stay awake. All right. This isn't said often enough. It's a privilege to become reacquainted with your body, mind, and spirit, even if you've lost yourself along the way in life. When you choose to return to an awake version of you, you're able to live your dreams and your visions. When you're awake, you can respond versus react to situations. Yes, there is a difference. When you respond, you're doing so from a conscious place versus a knee-jerk reaction. Most importantly, by being fully awake, you can be expressive with all of you, where you're not holding anything back. Live in your highest potential. Love and accept yourself and others. Let that inner critic fade along with your self-doubts in this elevated consciousness. Here's how you can check to see if you are fully aligned in this moment or not. Take account now of the percentage that you may be confused, separated, or detached from yourself. How far are you from the truth? From the true you that resides in you? What would it look like if you were to evolve 100% into it 100%? What do you need to commit to doing in order to become awake or return to that awake state? So one of the ways that I suggest and what supports me is to breathe, like focus on my breathing. And kind of like touch myself here, like touch my body. I am here. So we're to be awake again and again. And it's not like, oh, you wake up and you're awake and you're like an awakened person forever now. No, it takes practice, and it takes like reawakening over and over and over again, because the truth is we're in this material world. It's heavy consciousness. It's a dense energy here. So it will pull us away from ourselves. Our mind is part of that dense energy, if you can believe it. It's part of the material world. It's part of this physical body. It weighs us down. So when we can breathe, that is the prana that feeds our soul self, our true self. It brings us into that higher connected frequency, awakened self. So it is a practice. It is a returning to over and over and over again. So Anya, let us know if that landed for you. And those of you who are here live too, or watching the recording, let us know if this is resonating with you right now. Have you lost touch of yourself, or have you just been having a long stretch of being disconnected? Well, let's all take a deep breath in together and call our brothers and sisters back. Our fellow human beings. Beautiful. Yeah. One of the, interesting. The embody invitation for this particular message is to belly shake and quake. So there's like these exercises that you could do and belly shake, bend your knees and shake your belly out. Let's get out of the head. Basically, that's the focus. And I just said that. So love that. I was right on track there. All right. Who's next? Anybody else? Oh, Alana says, thank you so much for that. Is perfect confirmation that I am on the right path of my journey. Yes, Alana. Alana. Beautiful. Sherry. Shari or Sherry? Is it Shari or Sherry? Probably Sherry. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Sherry, I'm going to pick a card for you. Knocking on these cards and clearing the space. I also have some copal here that I will waft around these cards to cleanse them, to clear them energetically. Okay. Whew, let's breathe with these together. Sherry, your message is curiosity. I love her. Oh my gosh, she's one of my favorites. Curiosity. If we're in curious energy, it means that we are open to life and new experiences. Curiosity is in the final pillar of the card deck and the embody pathway, the embodied leadership pathway, in the in the pillar of power. All right, it's number 41 out of 44. Discover what you don't know. Discover what you don't know. All right, darling. As a young child, you were in wonder and awe of the world. This card is an invitation to become curious and open to life even more. Do you sometimes have thoughts such as, I don't need to learn anything new. Gosh, I've already tried something like that before. I've already been here before. It won't work for me. Perhaps there's something you've been invited to try, but you haven't been open to exploring recently, maybe. What might happen if you gave it a try, even if you have judgments or doubts about it, even if you feel like you're going to fail at it? Like that used to get in my way big time, still does. But it was really in my way before. It was like I wouldn't try new things because I was such a perfectionist. And if I didn't feel like I was going to get it right or perfect or I was going to master it, I wouldn't even try it. Now, my friend Kenlyn and I were on the phone the other day, and she was kind of like looking at one of my charts, and she was like, "You're a master of many things in this lifetime," and it was so true. Even every chart, astrology wise, I'm a master at many things, which means that when I wasn't good at something or thought I wasn't going to be good at something, then I wouldn't try it. So it made me actually closed in many, many areas of my life, right? If you can imagine, there were some things I wasn't like naturally inclined to do. So anyway, the message is for us to find something that you've wanted to learn, an experience you were invited to, or book you've been wanting to read. Now is a great time to expand knowledge and wisdom. Follow your passion to learn. It's okay. No one is judging you, not even you, if you will give yourself permission to. In fact, you will inspire others who may also want to change but are hesitant to try new things. So activate your playful curiosity. That's your embody invitation. It says play some bumpin' music, maybe some Bhangra or Bollywood. Start dancing around your space, moving big motions. And I like this for this particular curiosity exercise, like arms out, let the sun shine in. If you can get outside and the sun is shining, like let that sun come into every single cell in your being. Because when you have sunshine in your being, there's a lot more light and openness, right? When the light can come in, it's openness. So, all right. Awesome, Sherry. How did that land for you? All right, let's take a deep breath in before we go to the next one. So earlier on, I was sharing just everybody I talk to right now has been going through some things. Some traumas are coming up for me even right now, like some old, heavy stuff. I even had like a whole day where it was dark. It was really like heavy. My body was actually physically heavy. I couldn't stop crying. I was in my old wounding of I'm alone. I'm not seen. I'm not heard. Ooh, it was a doozy. And it was just one of those ones that I just didn't even think I was going to get out of. So the way out is through, as we have heard. And I just kept breathing and breathing and breathing. And finally, I became curious. I was like, what would it feel like if I got up right now? We had a friend that came over to visit, and my partner, DTO, and him were in the kitchen. And I came out and just had conversation, even though I felt like crap and heavy and really drained, and my face was puffy. My eyes were, I just looked awful. I looked like I got hit by a truck, because I did. I got hit by the truck of trauma. And it was really interesting because just the curiosity alone, I started having a conversation. I'm learning Spanish right now, so I started speaking Spanish. And then my partner was in the kitchen, so I was like, you want to play a game? And so I couldn't even imagine that coming out of my mouth literally 20 minutes before. There was no way. I was more so in the place of, I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to be here. That's how heavy, when we're in the stuff, it's like, yeah. Anyways, we played a game. Within like 10 minutes, I was shifted. And since that, I've been, even though I'm moving through the stuff still, it's not like the traumas, like the feelings are going, like they're healed per se, or like fully relieved. But I am in a place of like being with myself and being in the curiosity of the next moment. Here I am with you, right? So I just wanted to say curiosity is a powerful tool. Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Okay, and Anya. Anya says, yes, I have practiced breath work regularly lately and feeling a need to reconnect. I was actually going to do some breath work and belly work earlier today. Thank you for the reminder. Good. Yay. Anya. Awesome. Sending you a high five, heart five to you. In fact, this is pretty awesome. Curiosity is what brought DTO and I to Costa Rica. Curiosity is what is bringing our community together, our soul tribe community together for our Costa Rica retreat that's in December 6th to the 12th. It's curiosity. It's that openness to see something different. It's been a really doozy of a couple of years, right? Where we've been probably, so for those of you that do travel and have traveled much in your life, we haven't been much, right? But I'm so grateful that we had that curiosity, because it was a curiosity that has now brought us to this land. We actually moved here, And we also are now holding retreats here, like sacred, beautiful community soul retreats. And so those of you who are called or curious, follow that curiosity. Yeah. And if you're interested, yeah, let's jump on a call together, because we'd love to support you being here, or just even being curious about it. It doesn't mean you have to be on this retreat with us, but maybe just the curiosity will lead you to something else. All right. Anybody else? Okay. I see Star. Okay, great. Star, if you're still in the house here in the live, here we go. I'm going to flip all the cards around. We're going to utilize our copal again. I'm going to knock on the deck first here. And those of you who are new to this Oracle deck play, or maybe you already have been playing for a while, one of the things that I knock on the deck, I put it in my non-dominant hand, and I knock on it for a few times in my dominant hand. And so I'm clearing the deck. And the copal also is a powerful force for removing anything that is of lower vibration, any negativities, and bringing us into highest alignment. So Star, this is for you, as well as those of you who are in the field right now, because when we come into a collective soul gathering like this, we are all in the sacred consciousness together, evolving together. So this card is for us who get to hear it. Okay, Star, you're supporting us choosing this. Are you kidding me? We already had her. This is so wild when this happens. OMG. Free yourself. Free yourself. Free yourself from any of those negative, lower vibrational energies that are hindering your full self-expression, your full leadership, your full vision. Free yourself. And so we talked about, and I'll talk about this again, is like our mind. Our mind is the thing actually that holds us back. So we want to find ways that we can be totally out of our mind and into the true brain, which is the heart. So take a deep breath into your heart right now. Take a deep breath in. Okay, let that out. And take a deep breath in to your sacrum, beyond your belly button. Even take your hands down there right now. Give yourself permission here in the yogic and the tantric pathway. We practice a lot here in the embodied leadership way. We bring energy, awareness, and spaciousness to our sacrum. Kundalini. This is where our Kundalini is. So we're going to breathe into this beyond the sacrum area. You can even massage it a little bit here. You have a purpose here to impact humanity greatly. So that means you get to channel from this deep down place. You get to free yourself through movement and breath and aliveness and all of it in order for you to be in your greatest service here. So free yourself means, just like I freed myself from the bed the other day and from my massively heavy, deep emotions. All it took was just getting up, shaking a bit, having a conversation, being curious. Yeah. So how can you free yourself today? Who's this resonating with? Curious. Share. Oh, Star sharing. Yes, I'm coming out of a very dark place. Old trauma. Oh, thank you so much for showing up and sharing yourself here. Yeah. Let us know how we can support you if you are desiring to take a more adventurous journey. Right now, like I said, we have some open spaces here for Costa Rica. And this is definitely a healing retreat for those of you who are light workers. So anyways, we will talk more about that. I'm going to do one more. This is our banner for our retreat. Thank you, DTO, for putting that on the. So this is a collaboration between myself, DTO, and Kenlyn Colleen. Kenlyn Colleen is one of my best friends, as well as a phenomenal teacher, facilitator of the divine feminine, of Kundalini yoga style, as well as she just is a wisdom holder. And we're really so excited to play together. It's going to be a really incredible retreat. The retreat center itself is spectacular. It's extraordinary. And the people that are coming together so far, whew, yeah. Those of you who are calling in your soul tribe, those of you who are light workers that are caretakers of others, that you've been giving a lot, and it's time for you to be nourished, and let the sacred waters of Costa Rica really nourish you. Yeah. Come to Costa Rica. All right, my friends, who is next? Oh, Jeanette, are you still here? I will pick a card for you, baby. Mama? Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to knock on the deck. Clear the deck. Shuffle the deck. Let's breathe with the deck. Breathe with the highest consciousness of this circle who's gathered together here in the moment that you are here. Take a deep breath in. Jeanette, you are supporting us picking this card for the collective and yourself. Presence. Presence. Yeah. All right. So presence is number 24. Number 24, and the pillar of spiritual integrity. This moment matters, friends. This moment matters. Take a deep breath into that. Be fully present here and now. Where is your attention and focus today? Have you been feeling worried and anxious or overwhelmed and hopeless? I mean, I certainly was the other day. This is a symptom of you being in the past or in the future, and that is absolutely true. That's exactly where I was. I was deep, dark in the past. And of course, that caused fear for my future. This present moment is where the magic happens, where life happens, where your dreams come true. It's time to give it all your presence, attention, and awareness. You are on the right track now when you look here and now for the answers. You won't find them in the future, nor will you find them in the past. The past haunts us sometimes. When we've been traumatized or hurt, it really brings us into that. We could snap in a moment, right? So the future is unknown, so why fear that? You get to be in the precious moment right now, and this moment is the most important. It is safe for you to be here. It is safe for you to be here. Actually, that is one of the mantras that brought me fully into that place where I could even get curious. So try that on if you're feeling heavy and lethargic and can't move right now. So here's an exercise for us all. Make eye contact with those around us. You know, it's so interesting. I was in the grocery store the other day, and we're all wearing these masks still in grocery stores here, pretty much everywhere in the world, I'm pretty sure. And I noticed that we tend to not even look at each other anymore. You know, there was a time where we were like, because we all look the same because we're all covered. But I made an effort to look at who I was speaking with deep in the eyes. I was like, aha, we need to be able to connect to that human essence again and again and again. So this is part of that presence. Make eye contact with those around you. You are loved. You are supported. You deserve to exist here and now. I'm going to say that again. You deserve to exist here and now. And you are safe to exist here and now. Allow yourself to be seen and noticed, simultaneously witnessing. Bring yourself back to the present moment by clapping your hands. around your body, snapping your fingers if you can. Say out loud, I am here, here I am. I am here, here I am. I am here, here I am. Do this 3 times right now. Take a deep breath in. I am here, here I am. I am here, here I am. Clap or snap. Yes. Okay. So the embody invitation is like really transform that anxiety into balance. And that you can do through moving and pitter pattering your feet around. You can play some music and dance and move and breathe and make some sounds. All right. I hope that supported you, Jeanette, and everyone else that is resonating with the cards and resonating with the messages here. I wish you an extraordinary day, moment. And I'm Hemalayaa. I'm happy to be on this pathway with you and be in the adventure and the curiosity of life and presence and curiosity. Keep it alive. And if you are curious to step out of the bubble of perhaps even fear of what you're feeling in your home, in your town, in your community, or maybe it's just, I got to get away. I got to get out. I got to just get a reset. If you are curious about that and open, then just reach out to us. We'd love to get on a call with you in order to share our beautiful retreat that is coming up in December the 6th to the 12th. And we picked this because it's like perfectly sandwiched between Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays, and the prices of flights and stuff, very good because it's not high season yet. And we've got some really beautiful, and so if you're interested, you can check out the website too. It's embodykostarrica.com. embodykostarrica.com. Put that in your URL. If you have any problems with that, we're just dealing with a little website issue at this moment. But if you have a problem with that, just please reach out to us. We are so we're so thrilled to be in connection with you regardless, and even support you finding what the right adventure is for you, whether it's this one or not. Truly, I am up for you getting out of the bubble and experiencing something very different and being regenerated, nourished deeply, and resetting with the waters of Costa Rica, with, that's for if you're coming with us, and then, for whatever is calling you. All right, my loves. Oh, I miss you too, Valerie. Oh, yeah. All right, friends, I am signing off here, and I appreciate your presence and play and curiosity and adventure. And we are grateful to be on this journey in this soul community together. Mwah! See you soon.